You have an urge to start before the new year. The urge to isolate, to endure, to show the world you're more than just another nobody. At least that is what you tell yourself, right? You have the urge to conquer the winter and come out stronger. But let's see how Steve does it, because if there's something Steve knows how to do, it's how to survive in a lonely, freezing world while only wearing a shirt. Steve is going to face this winter alone, and that's okay. There is an instinct to panic when the world goes dark and cold. It's almost as if the stress from our ancestors is passed down, the stress to prepare, to change, and to face the world. Steve walks into the start of winter, like you walking into your home after a long day, knowing you can't really rest. Knowing you have to get ready for tomorrow when today isn't even over yet. Debating what you should do next, as if your survival depends on it. For Steve, his survival does depend on it. Wait, Steve doesn't have a home. Looks like he'll need to get started on that. Steve doesn't even have a backpack. He doesn't have winter clothes. He starts from step 1. He builds his foundation. He builds the skills and tools to build his foundation. It takes time, but he collects everything he'll need. Everything that'll prepare him for the storms to come. Just look at Steve collecting the materials he needs for survival. Similar to how you collect references, guides, inspiration even. We say we're preparing, but we never start. Steve, you did something we find so hard to do. You took the first step. It's easier for us to say than to actually do. So let me ask you, did you do everything you wanted to do today? Probably not, huh? It's like your mind is full of small regrets and quiet hopes. You want to fill the silence with noise, with company, with distractions, but deep down you have an urge to do something more. But you feel like you just want to reach for that distraction and suppress your goals and avoid your loneliness by thinking you are connected to the world, and just repeat it again tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. That is probably not what Steve is doing. Speaking of which, let's go check on him. Steve, you've been busy. You even got yourself some nice clothes to keep you warm. Guess you really are facing this winter head on. You built a cozy little home, carved some furniture, even captured a few livestock to keep you full through the bitter cold. And you did it all by yourself. You see, being alone doesn't mean being empty. It means you are the sole witness to your small rituals. The way you warm your hands by the fire, the songs you hum when no one else hears, the choices you make about how to spend your time. Those moments aren't lesser because they're private. They're honest because they define who you are. Just think of Steve in his cabin. The world outside is white and indifferent, but inside, every little action, bending a tool, chopping wood, planting a flower in a pot, becomes an act of meaning. Solitude isn't a problem to solve, it's a season, and in that season, you get to take inventory. What do you actually want to build? What do you want to keep? And what should be left behind in the snow? It's a time to sharpen your skills, or learn new ones, become stronger, and leave bad habits. A time to focus on yourself, your desires, your fears, your quiet creativity. That clarity is a gift. It lets you practice being your own guide. to try new ideas and fail softly, and to come back with something truer than what you set out with, and to go to bed knowing that tomorrow is another new start. But then there is regret. There is anger. Self-doubt. There's no denying the forces that linger in the dark. One night they will come out. Wow, the winter can definitely be tough, but you came out on top. They almost paralyzed you. You almost gave up, but you didn't. What are you going to do now? Winter is a test. Layers against the cold, routines struggling to be maintained in the dark. But it's also where tenderness grows. There is strength in showing up for the small comforts. Making tea, letting yourself cry and rest into a pillow. The season reveals that progression isn't only rigid endurance. It is the ability to soften when softness is what you need. The cold will show you where you are brittle. It'll show what you've been neglecting in your home. And remember, your mind and body are a home too. Those who survive the winter the best don't armor themselves into numbness. They learn to protect what needs protection and to let other things pass. There's a wisdom in that balance, and winter forces you to learn it or be taught. What is this winter going to reveal for you? Are you going to let just another winter pass? In long nights, it's easy for fear to grow roots. Fear of failure, of loneliness, of wasted time. Winter reveals where fear has been driving decisions, where the sadness really comes from. But it also reveals courage in small acts. Asking for help, beginning a new passion project, saying the truth to someone you care about. The season asks of you hard questions that you undeniably have the answers for. You just need to set aside the pride, the distractions, the walls, and dig deep for them. And once you find them, you'll ask yourself why you didn't search for them sooner. And then you can start to rebuild. You can rebuild with intention. Small, consistent acts that can be the scaffolding of a life that's steady, even under strain. Winter is the perfect lab to test what holds and what needs to be redesigned. You don't need a hardcore winter arc mindset. You just need to be honest with yourself. Push yourself to do one meaningful task a day so that you can ask yourself, did I do everything I wanted to do today? And answer with a yes. Those small, consistent acts that hold your life together is where you'll find the hardest realization of them all. That what you really wanted to do, the urges you have, the small hobbies and goals you have laying around you, you just needed to appreciate them. It goes to show that after all this stress, the long days, and even longer nights, you still have that urge, that energetic urge to continue to create, to build, to relax, and recover. You have the urge to play Minecraft in the winter alone.